Hello and welcome back. This is Luke from My Future Self. Well, being such a beautiful day here in Perth, I decided to drag out the production crew, the hair and makeup crew, to shoot our incredibly high budget production outside here in Kings Park in the beautiful part of Perth, Western Australia. Let's just be a quick scan for those of you who don't know this part of the world. For those of you who do, not too shabby at all. So this is our cold, cloudy autumn weather that we have to deal with here in Perth. Anyway, following on from my video yesterday regarding strength and lean muscle mass, today I'm going to touch very quickly on the key essential things that we should really keep in mind when we're talking about our health and talking about, and primarily about, our lean muscle mass and our strength. Now, we often talk about the aesthetics and the important side of that, but really I'd really like to try and focus on really the life-giving, vitality-giving, the longevity aspects of why we should maintain our lean muscle mass. And look, I'm going to shoot through these very quickly because I just want to finish off on another note which I think is slightly more important, or just as important. So when we start looking at our lean muscle mass and our strength and our fitness, we need to start addressing and understanding why we really need to be doing this, and really the core reasons why we should be doing this, because it has such a big impact on every facet of our psychological and physiological self. These improvements include our sleep goes through the roof, much more improved there, and once our sleep is improved, every aspect of our lifestyle and wellness is improved. We reduce our stress, and if our stress is reduced, then our ability and our what's the word I'm looking for? Our impulses and our compulsions to do things that we shouldn't be doing lessens, and that includes eating poorly, probably drinking too much alcohol. All those stress-related activities that we can do suddenly start falling by the wayside. Our hormonal and our hormone production and balance starts to improve. Obviously, our body composition starts to improve. Our metabolic rate improves dramatically. The other great thing about when we start getting stronger and we get much more skeletal muscle is our posture and our balance and our bone health dramatically improves. There's another thing called proprioception, which is highly important for us to be able to maintain our balance and make sure that we don't fall over and we're aware of our surroundings as we're moving. One of the key things as we get older and we start hitting our 50s and 60s is our propensity to lose our balance and trip and fall. And I think last year, 2014, 2015, there was over 100,000 admissions to not just hospital, but to aged care from plus 60-year-olds who have had trip and falls and broken a major bone in their body. And they've seen their health severely nosedive after the incidents. We're talking 60 years old. This is young. Brittle bones is a direct result of poor lean muscle mass. So we need to maintain our lean muscle mass, and we need to maintain our lean muscle mass to maintain our balance and our proprioception. Okay, one of the other key things here, and this is more about body formation as well, is it maintains and improves our blood sugar and our insulin levels. Just to finish off, there's a thing in our body, in every cell of our body, called mitochondria. Now, these things live in our muscles and are produced by exerting ourselves, especially through activities of high intensity interval training and doing strength building exercises. And these things are called a mitochondria. Now, the more mitochondria you have, the healthier we're going to be and the longer we're going to live. So that is another probably key reason why we should maintain our lean muscle mass. Look, I just want to finish off by saying that we can do training and it's difficult and it's challenging, but if we change the narrative, like I spoke about in the last video, if we can look at look at training as a form of meditation, if we can look at our training as a form of self-love and a form of self-care, if we can look at training as being a discipline where we can hone our well-being and our self-awareness. When we get stronger, we get to know ourselves better, and we get to know ourselves better, then we make better choices for ourselves. So we can approach the whole strength training process by being, okay, it's going to be a challenge, but here's an opportunity where I can learn about myself. It's an opportunity where I can steal a bit of time in my day to practice my breathing, to practice on pushing myself in a positive, stressful way where I can become stronger and more resilient, not only in a physical manner, but also in a mental manner. If we start winning with looking after ourselves, we'll start winning in terms of how we approach and how we respond to the world around us. And training, exercise and strength is a great segue where we can enhance ourselves and not only enhance our physicality and our cognitive faculties, but we can also look about how we can deal with the world around us. And if we can deal with the world around us again, our stress levels are going to be much more balanced and our response systems to the world around us are going to be much more calmer. And that is ultimately what My Future Self is all about. It's about how we can propagate calm in our world through the macro activities of our lives. And again, like I mentioned in the last video, it's food, it's our movement, it's our stress, and it's our strength. These are the mantras, these are the disciplines that we should focus on that make up the most of our days and our lives. If we can focus on those things, create those as active meditations that we focus on, apply the intention where we need to, then our lives are going to be not only healthier in our physicality, healthier in our psychology, but healthier in the way that we deal with the world around us and how we connect with the world around us. And that is the importance of, one of the key important things of doing strength training. So, that's it for this week. I hope you found that a little bit more enjoyable. And again, another little scenic view from little Perth here. If you have any questions, just please let me know. If you like the video, do a thumbs up, share the video, and I will speak to you tomorrow. In the next video, I'll be discussing something more about strength. I had it written down, but I can't remember. So that's me, Luke, my future self. Speak soon and be good. Ciao.